name is Kayla Reall and welcome back to my channel, and the light is a little weird. I'm actually using natural light, I promise. It's on my computer. Anyways, welcome to my college dorm room. I'm on my little spinny chair, so if I'm spinning, that is why, because it is fun. Anyways, so today I was asked to do a story time type of video, and it's sort of like a relationship type of story time. Yes, so that's what I'm going to do for you guys, and hopefully I'll be able to, if you like these story times, I'll try and think of some more stories that I have in my life. I don't know, some of them are just crazy, so we're just going to go on the mellow side right now, but yeah, let's just get right into it. So, in junior high, I wasn't allowed to text boys, talk to boys, have their numbers, hang out with guys, anything like that. My parents did not really approve of that, especially since I was 12, 13. I was young. So, so basically, I was stupid and decided to rebel against my parents. Now, guys, I was stupid, and this is awful of me to do this. Maybe not extreme awful, but I still feel really bad that I did this, and I wish I didn't. But I decided to be a little cheeky and rebel against my parents, and I basically thought my parents were stupid, which they are not. They can find things out really quick. Anyways, so junior high came along. I had basically dressed like a guy, had a guy haircut, didn't know what makeup was, didn't know what girls' clothes were until junior high. I had literally dressed in guys' clothes all during grade school. Now, so I went to junior high, and I wasn't used to having guys show interest in me. So when that did start to happen, I didn't really have any self-control, because I was like, oh my gosh, this guy likes me. That never happens before. So I basically fell for this really awesome guy. Let's call him Jared in this video. I fell for this awesome guy named Jared. We knew each other pretty well. We had sort of the same interest. I don't know, he seemed pretty darn cool. So we started hanging out a ton, and one day during a flex time, so flex time at my school is basically 30 minutes of free time. If you're passing all your classes, you get to go to the movie, you get to go see a movie in the auditorium, or you can go learn a dance or things like that, just little way to go, you're passing. So Jared and I went to the auditorium to go watch a movie. Now, again, I have not, I'm not allowed to text guys, I'm not allowed to hang out with them, let alone hold their hand or kiss them, anything like that. So, we're sitting in this movie, and I look down, and his hand is getting a little closer to my hand. And you know what I'm talking about, girls, or guys, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but basically his hand was getting a little closer to mine, and I was like, oh my gosh, is this guy, is he trying to hold my hand? So I was freaking out a little bit. And he gets to the point where both of our pinkies are crossing, and he's starts moving his hand up like this. So I look down, and I'm like, what are you doing? What's up? He goes, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And basically he just kept doing that 3 or 4 more times and we finally started holding hands. And your first holding hands with a guy is you have butterflies, and you're feeling all nice. I don't know, it was super cute. So we sort of were an item, I would say, at this point, and I was super happy. I was super happy. And so we started getting along a lot more. We would hold hands in the hallway, that type of relationship, the junior high kids that don't really know what they're talking about. I love you guys. But so one day sorry, I heard this booger pounding on the door. So one day he came on my bus, and I was like, oh, this is cool. He rode my bus before, but he would get off at his usual bus stop. But he kept riding until my bus stop and got off, and I was like, oh, okay. And he kept telling me, he's like, oh, I just need to go to my neighbor's house. I'm like, okay. So we start walking, and my house is just over here on the corner of the neighborhood. So it's just a little corner, and there's a stop sign here, and then there's a neighbor right diagonal from it. So we go to that neighbor's driveway and we're just talking, and then he just like leans in and kisses me right in front of like my house basically. So at first I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so cute. But my dad could also probably see it, which is not okay, so I was a little freaking out. It's like, oh, like I just had my first kiss, like this is great. Like I was so happy. Anyways, so I walk home, I'm like super happy. I'm like trying to hide it because I don't want my dad to know or my parents to know, because man, oh man, I would get busted. So I walk home, and about like a week has gone by this time, and me and him were like super cute, whatever. And after a week of this, my best friend at the time, she was like telling me how cute we were and like how we kissed, and I was like asking her how she would kiss people, like if I was doing it right, because I didn't want to I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to ask like any of my parents or anything, because that'd be awkward. And like she was like telling me how to do it, and then the very next day I'm walking in the hall and I was like super excited, like I knew my kissing lingo or whatever, and I turn a corner and my best friend and Jared are there kissing. I was so mad. Like, what do? You're like, what, 14 years old, and you watch your best friend and your first kiss, like this guy who you have a major crush on, like doing it, like making out, and I was so devastated. I'm still thinking about it. I'm like, oh my poor self. Anyways, so later that day on the bus, they didn't know I watched them. He did things as normal. He came and sat by me. He was like super nice to me, and I was not having it. I was like, okay, I'm like, I don't want to say anything. Because I wasn't as sure as myself as I am now. I just didn't want to say anything. I was just so upset. Then I was also asking, like, did I do something wrong? Which is not probably the right thing to ask myself, because I didn't do anything wrong. But yeah, so that's the time I got cheated on with my first kiss and my best friend. So there's more to that story if you'd like to hear more to that story. Yeah, there's a lot more to that story. If you want to hear the rest of that story, click a big thumbs up and leave any comments down in the down bar below of any other stories you would like to hear, because maybe you'll spark something in my brain. Yeah, I hope that you guys are having a fabulous day, and hopefully I'll be able to post more videos for you guys in the near future. And yeah, bye guys!